You see, and black people always just, just gravitate to them. And like the beauty supply, we use all this stuff, and this is a billion-trillion-dollar business. And whose money is keeping this business in its billions of dollars, except for us?
Black people.
So that right there tells you we're not. That's why I say what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you can go to some of these manufacturers, who manufacture the hair and stuff like that, and they won't even sell it to you because they got a contract with these people over here to sell in this area over here. You see, and so they won't. Like I found that out when I used to work for Bronner Brothers.
Yeah.
And this was back in the 90s, early 90s, around 96, 97 or something like that when I first came to Atlanta. And I was working for Bronner Brothers. Okay, so Bronner Brothers was doing all the weave and stuff like that. And they had all this beautiful hair, that they were getting out of New York. So this girl, Bunny, a girl who worked with me named Bunny, she got because we were taking in the shipping, the hair. We worked in the area
Good
where.
catch. You got some good hands right there, dog. Good hands.
But Bunny got the name of the people who was manufacturing it, who was selling it, who was shipping it. She got the name, address, and everything, and she called like she could order some hair directly from them instead of going through Bronner's.
Yes.
They said, "What city you from?" Atlanta, Georgia. Well, we can't sell to you. Brothers got this.
It's politics.
Just like that.
Politics.
Just like that. You can't sell it because brother got it sold up.
That's how they do it.
Yeah. So now this is what's going on with the Orientals. And then the thing about it, the black companies like that used to be in business when they were making all this black products for black hair and stuff back in the day. I forget the name of these companies, but Orientals and them bought them out.
Who did?
The Orientals bought all these black companies. We had all these black products and black hair stuff.
Why they be buying all our stuff out?
Cause they know we spending money.
So they go get the money. They
ain't going to white folk. White folks keep their money in their area. But we ain't got nobody who capitalize on us except for
other people.
Yeah.
How do we? Whoa, everybody do. Yo, welcome to grab the headphone, Miss Cox. What it do, Dope Nation? Welcome to another dope ass podcast, live edition. Say hey to Miss Cox. She's right here.
Hello.
Hey, Miss Cox, we here again.
Hi, it's good to be here.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having me.
It's crazy that you say that, and we gonna just jump right into it. Like everybody takes advantage of the black dollar, but the black person.
Absolutely, and that's because we allow it. Nobody forces you.
That's because. Why you think that?
Because we have not been trained.
Okay.
From babies, our parents didn't teach us economics.
Yes.
They were busy trying to feed the family.
Okay.
You see, and their most important thing was that you finish high school, you go to college, and you get an education.
Basically, like the wheel, the generation, the goddamn factory thing.
Yeah, they didn't know about economics.
Yeah.
They weren't taught, so they couldn't teach us.
Okay.
And so this is where the ball was dropped.
Yeah.
But then we went to college. Those who could afford.
Absolutely.
You see, and this was the big thing, to go to college to get a job, not to get out there and be an entrepreneur. We weren't taught that.
Yeah.
You see.
You right.
Yeah. We weren't.
Because I wasn't even taught. I ain't know. I wasn't taught that.
Majority of us wasn't.
Southside. Got a call coming through.
Okay.
Hello. Hey, what it do? I'm recording right now, Jay. I know we supposed to been meeting at 1, but let me I'll call you back, okay?
Okay.
All right. Technology.
Okay. Hey, isn't it nice?
Yeah.
I wish you know how to talk to you. On which viewers I don't.
Oh, you don't know how to do it on yours? All you gotta do, if it rings, cause it rings, right?
Yeah.
And just all you gotta do is just touch it, and it'll start talking.
I touch it, but I don't know how to, do I just speak into it?
Yeah, you just speak.
Oh, okay.
It's weird because you'll walk around like this, having a conversation, like you're looking at the time, talking to it. Like, hey, yo, I'll call me back in a minute.
Well, I can figure it out, this technology.
Yeah, but we were like I always thought about that too, with how people can come from other countries and start gas stations like that. Like I was just talking about that to my friend, and I was like, bro, how much do you think this gas station make a year? You know, because people frequent gas stations so much. I'm thinking they making at least double-digit millions, tens of 20 of millions a year.
Because you know it's a profit in it because so many of them are getting into it.
Yes.
Foreign countries.
Yes, and they don't even, they be like, look, come over there to the United States of America. You ain't even got to get you a big one. Start small. Get you one in the corner, and you'll make,
Yeah, yeah.
man, them corner stores.
And the thing that happens is they have been breaded
Oh, but, yeah, question. Go ahead. They've been breaded for what?
to unite as a family, as a generation.
The
people.
which
And
ones?
so all the Orientals, the Mexicans, all of them, they
Okay.
have a family circle that
Yes.
they work in that circle.
Yes.
And they help each other and they pull each other out. And once one starts something, everybody works with that one thing, and then it keeps growing and it keeps growing. And that's how but we separate.
Yeah, because everybody trying to get there. Everybody trying to get there. Yeah.
We have been breaded
Yeah.
to be against.
You know what's
Yeah.
crazy, Ms. Cox? I'm trying to get everybody to do that with Cool TV. Everybody, we can build it up. Like, and everybody have their own brand, because I know how people are stuck with their brands. Like, people are so stuck on their brand, but I'm like, okay, but we can all build our brand.
You know, and this is what I was thinking about, like, if not today,
Mm-hmm.
yesterday, but I was thinking if we all could come together, like, say, for instance, you have a nonprofit. I have a nonprofit, but
Yep.
I'm not familiar with a lot of the stuff,
Yes.
books and orders of,
Yes.
but I have it. But if everybody who's black have a nonprofit,
Mm-hmm.
come together with your nonprofit,
Mm-hmm.
and we could be like another United Way.
Yes, exactly. Like, people ain't thinking on the grand scheme. They're thinking like, man,
Individual.
yeah, they thinking separately and not as a conglomerate. I'm thinking like a conglomerate, like,
United, we
boom, we gonna be hard, but
we
yeah,
can be this. We could be all of this if we would get it in our hearts and our
Yeah.
soul that we want to love and help each other.
Yeah.
And see us have gone through so many and so much stuff in this life, and I just couldn't understand what was going on, you know, at the time when you're not connected to that spiritual world like you need to be. Even though you know things are working out for you, you know, things are happening, you don't understand why and how, you know. And so a lot of times you start feeling depressed, down and out, like, you know, what is going on and why I can't be successful and why this is not happening to me and why.
yes,
But you keep going, and then things start to happen. You know, it's a lot of stuff that
Yeah.
happens to you in life because this is how you grow through going through trials.
In
and
real life.
tribulation. Yeah,
In
you
real
gotta go
life.
through some stuff.
You got to.
Yeah,
You,
yeah.
Miss Cox, you was a civil rights leader,
Yeah.
makeup and fashion pioneer,
Yes.
and business
Yeah.
maven.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Right.
I want to know more about, because that has to be a time where, like, Martin Luther King and everything, the civil rights and everything. How, like, tell me about your times of past with that.
Well, I was going to Booker T. Washington Business College in Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay.
And the movement headquarters was right across the street from where I went to school.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is where Dr. King, Abernathy, A.D., Andy Young, Bevels, Shuttleworth, everybody would lodge over here at this lounge, A.G. Gaston Lounge, because it was the only black decent place that you can stay
Okay.
in Birmingham.
Mm-hmm.
And so then right behind the lounge was the 16th Street Baptist Church where the kids got born, and this is where we would have our meetings. So every day after school,
Mm-hmm.
I mean at lunchtime, I would put my books at school and I go over to the church, and I would get into the go to the church, get my sign, and be prepped. You know, they prep you and tell you your do's and don'ts and how you have to conduct yourself when you're marching.
Uh-huh.
And so I would go and be a part of the march every
Uh-huh.
day, you know, and like That's where Dick Gregory would come in and he would tell you this and that and other. He would speak. They just had different speakers come in and speak to you.
Okay.
And then we would get our signs and we would march downtown, sit at the lunch counters and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And be abused and
Yeah. What was the worst situation you can remember?
Well, the worst was when we come from downtown, the police would be with you. They march all beside you. They would follow you all the while you're downtown and stuff like that. And then when you march back to the black neighborhood, where the church and stuff is at Kelly Ingram Park, that's where they would let the dogs and the hoes.
Oh, you have been bit by one of them dogs?
Well, I'll tell you this story.
Okay.
I was there, and I'm, they have moon, they're putting the dogs around, so I'm stepping back, So
you ain't trying to get back.
So I step to the side, so
let me get out the way.
So he saw me step back, the police, and then he came back
Uh-huh.
with the dog, but he was holding the dog.
He was trying to scare you.
Scaring me. And so
And he said, "Oh yeah, she's a good one."
And then a black man came out of nowhere, older black man, and
Bucked them up.
just stabbing the dog. And they,
The dog died.
yeah.
What a
And then
yeah.
my cousin said, "See what you did?" I was so upset with him to say that to me.
He was mad at you,
Yeah,
your cousin,
yeah,
cause
see what you did. You know what I'm saying? But
Did-
then, I'm telling you.
what the police do about him stabbing the
But
dog?
let me tell you, I always wonder what happened to this man. And
I don't care about it, but
But-
I'm talking about the police stabbing the dog. But go ahead, listen to your part. I'm listening. Yeah.
But they came, a whole bunch of policemen came kicking the man, beating him down and stuff.
After he stabbed the dog.
Yeah. And so recently, a few weeks ago, not even a few weeks, but a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
I'll say that, my godchild was over.
Okay.
And then we were, I was showing him a little clip that I had done for the church
Yes.
about the Black history, and my part playing in the history. In Black
Yes.
history. And so my little god baby said, "Oh God, Mama, you famous." I said, "What are you talking about?" Because I was telling the story about the dog.
Okay.
He said, "My teacher told us this story. Said this girl was standing there and they were putting the dog on the girl, and the man stabbed the dog.
Yeah.
And the dog died, but they beat the man, took him to jail, and they gave him life.
Yes, I know they did.
And he died in prison. And I'm saying, you gotta be kidding."
Well, that,
He said that was you,
he
God,
did.
Mama. I
Yeah.
said, "What?"
So he killed the dog for you.
Yeah, but
He killed a police officer dog for you. Wow.
and so when my god baby said, the teacher told the story. It's in a book
Yeah.
about this girl and the dog.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm saying you gotta be kidding.
You probably a part of you. I told you your name was legendary, Veronica Cox.
But let me tell you what Dr. King said, because when I went to jail,
Yeah.
I went to jail with him on this one time.
Yeah.
And
You went to jail, Dr. Martin Luther King?
Yeah.
Oh, I told you you a
I used to see him
legend.
all the time. It was every day we would see each other. It was
Yeah.
a normal thing.
Yeah.
And one day I said, Dr. King, we were on the sidewalk and then we was coming towards each other, and I stood there. I said, "Look, give me your autograph, because one day you might be free."
Yeah, I need to get yours right now because you're a legend. You got to sign this book for me,
And
though.
he gave it to me.
Yeah.
He just laughed at me. He gave it to me. But yeah, when we were in jail,
Yeah.
that Easter, we went there Friday before Easter, and so.
What y'all went to jail for? Y'all, what
for
y'all?
marching.
marching,
'Cause
okay.
When you march, they have a line drawn, and if you cross the line, you go
Going
into
to
jail
jail.
because they got the pedal wagons waiting on you. Well, we already signed up the night before
To
who's
go to
going
jail.
so they already know who's going to jail. So they put us in the front of the line. You see? And then,
Okay.
Yeah. So we in the jail.
So what about the people that just go to jail and they? Okay, because there's like other people that's in jail. They're just in jail for no reason.
Well, they put the civil rights people in a certain area.
Mhm.
We weren't mixed with the other.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So anyway, we in this one room, because when they get us out of the pedal wagon, they just put us all in one room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we in this one room, and the men and the women, and they're going around getting your name so they can separate you.
Mm-hmm.
And so when they call my name to come, and Dr. Veronica Lake Cox, and Dr. King said, "Okay, Veronica Lake," he said, "you got this popular name, you got to do something with it." I said, "Well, I'm in here with you, He said, "Well, that's a start, He said,
I know Martin Luther King said, yeah.
that's a
I
start.
told your name, legendary Veronica Cox.
Yeah, but so I spent every day in the movement, and one day I came from the movement. I come at 4:00 'cause about 3 o'clock everything died down,
Mhm.
and then we go home, and then you come back to the mass meeting that night.
Mhm.
So anyway, I came back to the school to get my books as normal and to go home. And the president of the college, she was out there. She was secretary of the school, and she, oh, Veronica, what's going on over at the church? So I went to rattling off what was going on. She said, yeah, I thought I asked you because I knew you would know because you be there more than you be asking.
You ain't even go to school.
I was busy into the movement, baby. Every day I was up there. Every day I was out there marching. And that was just what I wanted to do, and I just felt it was needed.
Yes.
You know, so I did that.
Where were you when Martin Luther King? You found out the news about Martin Luther King.
I was living in San Francisco at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, and and then I was working at an insurance company called Farmers Fund, and we had this. It was I would ride home. We would carpool home, and there was one little white girl wouldn't put that. And when I heard about it, and then she said, I don't know what everybody's so upset about. And then I just went totally off.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy Cliff who was driving the car, he said, well, I got calm down. He said, oh, you better jump on that chick. But I couldn't understand her saying, she don't see, what everybody, the big deal.
The big picture. She couldn't understand it.
Hey,
Yeah, and it's crazy because some people don't look at things the way some people do, and that's what it was. Like she just didn't look at it, but they can be so insensitive. But when we be insensitive, it's an issue.
Well, I guess you have to walk in the shoes to understand what people are dealing with, and see that's why the world and the situation is like it is because these white people had not walked in our shoes, and they don't understand what we have been going through, and for. Why are you doing this to us? Because I know why. We know why. Because you see the strength and you see the greatness in us, and you know we can do all things. Because for everything that you have done to us, we still keep multiplying. We still keep growing. We still here.
Yeah.
For all the things that you have done and taken from us, we should be extinct.
Under the ground.
Yeah, but we still here.
We persevere and we don't quit.
Right.
That's the thing about it. We got a gladiator spirit. You got a warrior spirit, really.
Right, so that's what they're afraid of.
Yeah, and it's
to know us,
yeah. But it's like my thing too. Like I just like, of course, everybody want peace. You know what I'm saying? People want peace. I want with everybody. I want the same thing that it's like it's hard for me to say white man because there's some white people. Nah, I don't trust them like that. But they cool though. It's something that's cool, but it's just like.
Everybody's not bad.
Everybody's not bad.
Everybody. Some people know Jesus.
Yeah.
We just can't lump them all together and say everybody's bad. Like they can't lump us together and say we just lazy and sorry.
Yeah.
So
but they do though. Just like they do that.
Well, that's because they're ill.
Yeah.
When you're dealing with crazy.
But
people,
the crazy thing about it, I don't understand why we have issues racially because honestly. Well, it just probably just me. I don't know how many. Like, I don't have any just white friends that just hang around me on a daily. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like for the mass majority, like people staying there, they hang around who they hang around with, and like most people, you know what I'm saying? So I just don't know why we keep having these issues.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, like some white people, they are comfortable with who they are, and they enjoy being around other people because when you're around other races of people, you can learn from them.
Yeah.
You see, and so when you're comfortable within yourself, you don't care about the race or the color or whatever the skin color is.
You're right.
You just want to enjoy the spirit of that person.
Exactly.
You see, and I don't care what color they are. They got a sweet spirit.
That's the competition of people.
Yeah.
And they broke it all the way down to racism and like.
Well,
That's a very horrible situation.
That's why we, the ones who trust and believe and have that sweet spirit about it, and you coming in the name of love, God is, then that's when we do something with this group of people.
Yeah.
But you're not going to always get everybody on one accord. That's not going to happen.
Nothing. You got to be a select.
The ones who believe in Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
who believe in the Holy Spirit, who believe in the spiritual
Yeah.
world, and want to make this a better place. Those are the ones you have to call on to come together and because we can do a lot of stuff in this little group.
In real life.
Because prayer is strong.
Yeah, I heard about some prayer wars out there. Like some people prayers get heard quicker than some others.
That's right.
Some gonna get quicker than some others. You know what I'm saying? They get hit.
To your belief,
Yeah.
and your faith.
This lady came in here. This lady came in here and told me that she had done died, and this lady prayed over her, and she was like, she was really like, she died. She was walking, and she seen it walking toward the light and everything. And the lady was like, some, I summon you to wake up. And she was like, the third time she said that, she woke up.
Well, it happens, and we have power like that.
Mm-hmm.
I had a cousin, and he was very sick, and they were kind of looking for him to
Yeah.
go.
Mm-hmm.
But I went to his room, and I did my brother the same way. I went to his room. It was dark in there, but I went and I just laid hands on him,
Mm-hmm.
and I prayed for him, and he did come back. And so years later, he said, "Yeah, this lady." He said it was a lady came into my room, and she had on white, and she prayed for me, and then things changed. I never did tell him it was me.
He know he gonna find out sometime now, and he might find out today.
Okay.
That's dope.
But then here it is, my brother. He was in the hospital, and the doctor said we have done all we could for him. Now it's on him, him and God. And so when they said that to the family, everybody went to crying, went all in their room. They were all in the hospital and different, crying like he had already passed.
Mm-hmm.
I went to his room and I laid hands on him.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day, he's okay.
Yeah.
So he had like cirrhosis of the liver, and so he was just, was gone. So, but then he came back.
Yeah.
Yes, see. And they got out the hospital living and stuff, and the doctor said, no, you can live a long time if you stop drinking and stuff like that.
Oh.
Then here he was all right and moving around and stuff like that and enjoying his life. Then he started back drinking. And then he got so bad with the drinking, they took him out of here. And so, but anyway, when he was going down again, I said, look, I'm just going to pray for you. His will and God will to be done, because evidently he don't want to live. Because somebody tell you, if you stop doing this, you can live. And you continue to do that. That's telling me you don't want to live.
Yeah.
So why am I going to spend my healing prayers on you when you don't want to be healed? So maybe you're trying to get up out of here.
Maybe so.
So I'm going to just leave this to you and God.
That.
Whatever y'all decide, I let your will and his will be done, and I'm going to accept that.
Yeah. With God, with him and God decide. What if him and God be like, hey, get it back over here?
God have to bring him back.
I was about to tell to get you back over there. Hey, get it back over there. Pray for him real quick. That's the only way I'm getting. But God give him that dilemma. Like, look, Miss Cox, your only way. She ain't fucking with you right now because you went back drinking.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I told him, I sure wish I had enough money to buy you a truckload of liquor so you can just go and get it over with and stop doing a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you want to die, go and get it out.
Get it out of here.
Yeah, stop lingering.
In real life.
Yeah. So,
In real life.
It sound cold, but that's
It ain't. It just sound like how it came out.
well, that's what it was.
Miss Veronica Cox.
Okay.
Live. At 1:30. 1 p.m. on a Monday.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's pretty dope. Like,
Yes.
You've done a lot, and you have a lot of knowledge that you can share. That's why.
Yes, this is what my dream, my goal,
Mm-hmm.
my energy, my everything, my being is to tell the world or whoever would listen what I've gone through and how great God is and how
He's
He has brought me
amazing.
through things.
Yes.
And all you got to do is trust and believe and have love in your heart.
In real
Listen,
life.
have love in your heart, and God knows, please don't be evil in this world, because you're going to get it back, baby. You're going to get it
Tenfold.
back. I have seen it. I've seen people who were dirty and low down and evil and stuff, and now I'm seeing them what you're seeing is just heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking. And then you still have people who are doing evil stuff. It's like they don't realize you're going to have to pay for this. Karma's coming back at you. What you put into the world,
You're going to give
you're
back.
going to get it back. So what you're going to sow what you reap. You're going to reap what you sow. So why are you going to put out some evil and ugly and nasty and just disgusting stuff into the world when you know it's going to come back at you more so than what you put out? And so just get this to the people.
Yeah. That's dope. And I really enjoyed my conversations with you.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
you,
They're dope. They're really dope every time.
Yeah,
And they're full of
very,
passion, you know what I'm
very,
saying?
yeah.
And understanding.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'll be 76 years old come November.
Yes.
So I feel.
Oh, you said so you're around the age
Mm,
of Donald Trump.
yeah, yeah. I'll be
Dang.
76 come November, and so this is what
So him through the 80s, right? You remember him whenever when he took out that ad,
about those people in the park, those guys.
Central Park
Yeah,
5.
yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why the world still was accepting him then?
Oh,
After
he's done
that.
so much. Money is power.
Mm.
You see, why are they still accepting him to do the things that he's doing today?
Yeah.
Why are we sitting back letting this man try to destroy the postal service so that the voting and taking out voting places where you go poll?
Do you think he gonna win?
Oh, only way he can win is to
Cheat.
do deception things like what he's doing.
Yeah.
That's why he's doing what he's doing, because just on his own merit and on his own bill or whatever, he cannot win.
Yeah.
He cannot win because he's just so evil and ugly, and every in your face how he hate us for no reason, and he wants to divide the country.
Yeah.
And so many people are not going with that. They don't,
Nope.
they're not a part of. A lot of the Republicans are not even voting for him because they don't want to be a part of that evil. That man is evil.
That's
and
crazy.
He's dangerous. Yes,
Yeah,
and
he
I
in
was
cool hoops.
Yeah, and I was hearing if he doesn't win,
What he gonna make himself?
he's gonna destroy. He's gonna try to destroy. He's gonna wreak havoc on American people. He's got something up his sleeve.
I want him
He
to
got
lose so if I can see if he
Yeah.
really about what he about. I want him to lose for that.
Yeah,
For that. That's the only reason I want him to lose.
He's gonna lose.
I want him to lose because I want him to show me is he really for real about what they say he gonna do.
He got people. He got people who
What do you
believe
think?
in him.
Yeah, what do you think he'll do to America if he lose?
Oh, honey, just shoot us, and and blow up stuff. Have his
Get the
people
niggas.
blow up stuff, and just whatever he can do to destroy.
Yeah.
My thing is like
I want him to
just
lose
hope-
for that purpose.
I just hope people are in place to keep an eye on that red button. Make sure he just don't get there.
Don't get it. Hold on. Let me
Yeah.
make sure.
Yeah, just don't touch the red button. That's all.
No, he might touch the red
That's what
button.
I'm thinking. Yeah, I said this man crazy. And they say that he don't really care about if what will happen to the world because
He 70.
because when he get out of the White House, he's headed to jail because they got so much dirt on him.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
That man ain't going. You think he going to jail?
He'll commit suicide to not go.
Well,
But they with all the stuff they got on him.
why they can't do it? Take him to jail right now then?
That's a good question. That's a good question. So I don't know. I don't know what's
That
going
man ain't
on.
going to jail. He'll be the first president. Has there been a president to go to jail out of the presidency?
Not that I know of.
He'll be the first one.
Yeah,
He
well,
love
yeah,
history.
yeah, well, he's
He
the first
love
one to do
history.
all this dirty stuff that he's doing right now in your face. I mean, he just outright doing all kind of evil stuff, and he's getting away with it.
Yeah.
And nobody seem to.
What like cause I ain't gonna lie, I don't be watching news like that. And like what type of things have he been doing?
Oh my goodness! I'm not into the news every day.
Yeah.
But I know it's just corruption.
Yes.
He's got a lot of corruptions going on, and then right now what he's doing is he's taking out all the conveyor belts that sort the mail.
Okay.
He done took that out, and he done point some general, the postal general. He done posted his friend who don't know nothing about the postal service.
Yeah.
And this man just puppet on the string doing what Donald Trump said do. And so he done took all that, and then they done took the voting polls, closed down a lot of voting polls, so that you don't have, like in one city, I think they had about 100 and something. They brought it down to about 5 or 15 or something like that.
Dang.
Yeah, I mean something stupid, and mostly it's all in black areas too. You see,
Make
so
where
it
people
just-
don't come out.
I mean, yeah, and then he's now trying to destroy because he's afraid of the postal service, and people.
And then what he gonna do whenever they make voting on your phone available?
Oh my goodness.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it's going there. It's gonna go that way.
Yeah, well, he'll probably wipe out the phone towers or something. He'll figure out a way.
Well, it won't be in his turn, but I think they're
yeah,
gonna. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
we got to do something because what we got going
In the
is
future.
not working.
Yeah, in the future they're gonna have to, cause like they already spreading us apart, putting us in our houses, like isolating us from each other. So
Right.
They're gonna have to
something
come.
think about.
Yeah, they're gonna have to because we gonna be
Mhm.
real weird
Yeah.
because people ain't gonna have no contact with people.
Well, that's something to think about. Is at a time like this, why are the churches and places where you congregate with families, friends, and just people in general? Now you can't. So
Yeah.
it's something about that.
Hey,
you
taking
have to think
everybody
about.
away from each
Yeah,
other. It's like
so
I
it's a
mean,
reason
it's
for
it's
that.
it's a
It's
it's
a
a
reason
it's
for
a
that.
it is a reason. It's
Yeah,
to
yeah.
divide us.
Yeah, right.
Like
That's
if you
right.
if you're in your house now, that's like that's if you can find like if they make it a comfortable living for people to be in that house, like where you can still eat, where you still have the necessities. People will opt for that.
Yeah.
The
yeah,
masses will
yeah.
opt for that.
Yeah,
Like you know what I'm saying, to not be stressed, to just live a comfortable life. I can
yeah.
eat every day.
Yeah,
They will opt for that.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying, and let the government do whatever they want to. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what's happening. That's
It's
what
going.
they're leading to.
It's
And
going
then,
that way.
Like the church is the powerful thing for us as black people. This is where we get our power. This is where we unite. This is where we organize. The
Mm.
church. And now that we don't.
They don't even do that no more, huh?
Because it's now we can. You know. So and at a time like this when we need to be.
Yeah.
You see, it's not happening.
Yeah.
You know, so it's something to this. You
Yeah,
know, so
I don't,
it's
bro.
more than what we see. It's something behind the scene that we're not seeing that is going on, and that's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, I mean that's what I do believe too. It's a lot going on behind the scene,
Right,
like,
right.
but but then they show it to us in like TV shows and
Yeah,
things like that.
yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like that's what made me. It's like, bro, like, okay, how they gonna what they finna? I just want to know what they finna do so I can know
Yeah.
how I need to
Yeah,
move.
well, you need to. That's why we're telling people don't go to sleep. Keep
Mhm.
your ears open. And the main thing right now, what we can do is to make sure that we are voting. Because
Yeah.
that's a powerful tool.
They say,
for us.
well,
You know, it's a powerful tool, and we just cannot
It's a-
act as if it doesn't matter and and
Oh,
the vote don't count.
they
and
need to
all
get that
stuff.
together though. Like they need to get something clear with me though. Like how did like I need to know why we voting, and after we vote, once we figure out who we want to win as a nation, why do our votes have to go to electoral
Yeah,
college?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I feel like we could do without the electoral
Right.
college because it's not
I feel that.
because but we're a business though.
Right.
That makes us a business because the electoral college is like a board of directors.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm
they
saying?
choose is what
Yeah, so that's why it's like the
Mhm.
2020 president election
Mhm.
is not a selection. We're not selecting our president. We're electing. They're electing him. You know what I'm saying? So we really don't have no like. It's hard. It's sad to say, but it's like one president won, and then they came back and the electoral college chose somebody else. I forgot who that was.
Yeah.
I think it was Bush.
Okay, but look at what happened with Trump. Same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. That means it's a scam. That's why I'm saying like we need to stop having 20. We need to stop having elections and start having selections.
I agree with you because I just don't understand how the popular vote can't just say okay.
Exactly.
we voted this and
You
this
know
and
why I
this.
can't. You know, but it's gonna. I think it's gonna go that way.
It
You know
need
why?
to.
You know why
It
it's
need
gonna go that way. And you know what? It'll be crazy. We're still because it's like with our generation, like we're coming into the forefront of running the country. I've been saying this. It's going now. Donald Trump changed up the whole presidential candidacy. Like he's a legend. People not gonna like him.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna respect him. Once his term over, everybody gonna respect him. But he changed it. He changed the way president gonna be because I think it's finna turn into a race before you start going. You ready to goddamn go off on me? Cause it like not. Nah, people gonna respect what he's done because it's finna turn into a race of the youngest president. You can be 35 years old, being the president of the United States. With like I was saying about the whole vote from your phone, we're taking the election, making it a selection, making it a popular. It's gonna be a popular vote based on popularity. You know what I'm saying? So now it's gonna be how smart are you? Do you think you run the country? The youngest president. Somebody's gonna try to be the youngest president of the United States, 35. You know, and with that, if we take it from an election, from what the people think that we should have, based the people above us, I guess, think that we should have as a president, based on switching it to what the actual people think, oh yeah, we want Bernie Sanders, he finna do this for schools and this stuff like that, and we select him and he actually gets selected instead of we select Bernie, but what's the name? Trump get elected. You know what I'm saying? Versus that. So and then that's why I say he gonna be respected because people gonna look at it differently. Not of course not your generation, my generation, especially young generation. Like the young kids, they're gonna like president's gonna be like something so easy to obtain. I'm telling you, it's 35. You could like think about the age they put it. You can be 35 years old as the president of the United States. Ain't no president. The youngest one we done had was like 42, Barack Obama. It's a race to that 35. It's a race.
Well, I don't know.
That just blew your mind,
yeah,
didn't
it?
it?
Did because you need to have some kind of knowledge of how the country is ran.
But that's what I'm saying. It's finna change
So
though.
you're not into Congress or Senate or politicking, government.
It's gonna be that. It's gonna be younger people though. They're just gonna have fresher ideas.
Well,
This
they
is
need to right now start in high school, start grooming them.
they do like slick. They do because you like when in high school where at least you got the SGA Student Government Association. You slick got those positions, especially in colleges. Like everything is groomed the same way. It's groomed. It's just like where you willing to go. And then if it's finna be based off popularity, if they're gonna really let it turn into a selection, and Will Smith said, "I'm gonna run for president," and he on his social media, and you can get on your phone and I vote Will, man, Will actually get the win based on the selection. Anybody would run for president.
Well, it's something to that because when you were talking, I was thinking about my nephew. He went to Morehouse College.
Yes.
One of his classmates, and it was his roommate when we were freshmen at Morehouse College. He came from Birmingham.
Yes.
He's from Birmingham with my nephew.
Yeah.
And so anyway, he's now the mayor of Birmingham.
Yeah.
And it's because like he was the student body president at Morehouse.
Yeah.
And his little group that campaigned, and it was campaign people, they came to Birmingham and was his campaign crew there. And now he's the mayor of Birmingham, and he's a young guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can happen. All that can happen. Like because all it is, like it just people believe in you. That's all it is. It's like just believing in someone, and that's why I think the president went away from that instead of being like, all right, man, everybody might believe in you, but you ain't gonna drive this boat we need to go. We're not gonna elect you. We're gonna elect this person, but you want a popular vote. Yeah, that's why it went away from that.
Yeah, well, I mean, things will change, because it can't stay the same.
Because it's gonna.
This is not working. What is going on?
Yeah, because it went on too long, and it's like I think it's like regular white people. They tired of taking the blame of every time some messed up stuff go on. They gotta be a racist and stuff like that because they get scared too. You know what I'm saying? They get scared too, and they hate it. Some of them hate it too. Like, damn, another one. And then they gotta act all cool. Like, just think about how they gotta switch up. Some of them gotta switch up. They gotta hey, how you doing? And they get uncomfortable. Like, y'all leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. Not that I don't want to talk to you, but leave me alone. Stop trying to talk to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because a lot of them, they don't like what happened, but
Yeah.
before their generation.
Yeah. So
but this is what they have been given, and then
and they never tried. They never really tried to change it. They, you know what I'm saying. Now they trying. They enjoyed the privilege of it. Yeah. So it's like. It's like, nigga, either you gonna enjoy this shit, cause it's like, don't laugh in my face and then talk about behind my back type thing though. Yeah, so I get what you're saying with that. So now it's like they getting tired, of being scared for no reason.
But,
so they like,
it's they know that again, what you put out, you get back.
Yep.
And so this generation, I mean, those people from way back when they brought us here, have been just dirty and low down. So somebody got to, something.
Why you think? I know what the root cause of all of it is.
Oh, power.
Money.
And power. Because they don't want to see us on the same level as they are. Because when they brought us over here as slave, and this is what they want to keep us as slave, and this is why they keep looking at us as being slave and not to their equal. Yeah. Even though we are smarter, some of us are smarter and wiser, and we got things going. And they don't want to recognize that. They still want to see you as being a slave, a servant to them.
Yeah.
And this is what's in their mind, and this is what they have passed on to the next generation, and it keeps going on. Well,
You think they gonna ever stop? You don't stop passing it?
It's got to stop, and I think right now it's starting to
But-
stop because look, now it's not going to be a black and white situation. It's going to be a brown situation.
What you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, them kids, the mixed kids.
Yeah, years and years. It keeps mixing. It keeps mixing. So it ain't gonna be no just a black or just a. It's gonna be the brown.
Oh yeah, 'cause they
gonna
mixed
rule.
in
That's
black and
what-
white people.
That's right.
And they were the first. That's why they used to get looked at weird. Now they like, what you gonna do? You gonna choose your black
Okay.
side or your white side?
Yeah,
Black or white? Pick. Got you.
yeah. So this
Yeah.
is what it's coming to. Yes.
You could never choose white being biracial though, right?
Uh-huh.
Because you gonna always stick out like a sore thumb. You could be like, you know what, black people, I'm done with y'all. I'm gonna go over here with my white folks. You gonna go over there with your white folks. You like, look at this little nigga right here, light skinned nigga. Yeah.
They're not accepting you.
Any ounce of black, you black.
Yeah, yeah.
Any.
And so that's good for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they're not gonna, they know they gotta be considered a black.
Yeah.
Though they might look white, but they got that black blood in them.
In real life.
They're not gonna be accepted as this pure white race.
Mm.
So they like in the middle, like, okay, what's gonna happen to us?
Stop.
Now it's more of them coming together, so they have their own,
Mhm.
thing.
Yeah.
Their own little generation of brown. You see, ain't no black, ain't no white, we brown.
Mm-hmm.
We're human beings. That's mainly what it is, and that's what it should be. We all just human beings. Ain't no such thing as race. That's the thing that the white man have put up there to separate.
Yep.
You say you're a human being. Ain't nowhere in the Bible said black race, white race, Japanese race.
Yeah, we
It
just
said,
people.
Race, people. The human race. That's what we are. But this is another trick of the devil, and
Especially the devil. Over my life, I'm 32 years old. I'm learning that he's really good at what he do.
Yeah. And then, but the thing
That
about
man
it,
is really good at what he do.
What you gotta know about him is that he has no power.
He-
We talked about that before.
Yeah,
he has no power. The
you
only
give
power
him.
he has is the one that you give him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He
And
good.
he's very good. And I had to tell somebody the other day, because it was such a, it was so sad to see this situation go down the way it did.
Uh-huh.
And I just had to tell this person, it is so, I feel sorry for you because I feel you're so pitiful
Mhm.
because you let the devil just take over and he just guiding you and directing you and just got you doing evil stuff.
Mhm.
And you seem to enjoy the journey with him.
Exactly. That's
You
what
see,
it is.
you
People enjoy that.
this.
Like,
Don't you
yeah.
know you gotta pay? Don't you know there is a judgment? Don't you know you reap what you sow? Don't you know what you put into the lives of others is gonna come back? You don't know this, and you're educated with 2 master's degrees, and you're still doing low down, dirty stuff, evil stuff, and you seem to get happy when you do it.
Dang.
That's the sad part. Why are you so happy when you bringing pain and evilness into the world? Why you getting joy from that? Other than you doing the devil's work and you just being happy with him.
That's
Just
crazy.
You go to church every Sunday and you over this and you over that in the church and you just
And it's
a
still.
big cornerstone in the church and you low down as low can get. How can
I mean,
you
some
know,
people-
something
dang.
ain't right.
He dancing with him. He must be dancing with him, Miss Cox. That's all I can say.
So
He,
disturbing
yeah,
to see this.
yeah.
And they ain't trying to change, don't want to change. They happy doing this.
Yeah.
But they keep doing it from one thing to the next, from one thing to the next. Every time you see or hear their name, it's in something negative.
Negative. Yeah.
Why?
All right. It's like that's why it's like certain people had to get away from me around me because like they like people can bring you down like that's like they doing the devil's work. And they not even knowing that they doing the devil's work. They just doing it.
Well,
So it's like
this is why I had to say what I did is because I don't know if they realize they being used by Satan or what. I said, but I'm gonna tell you, you're being used. Satan got you. So now you can't say you didn't know.
Yep. And
Now
now
you can change and turn from your
be like,
wicked
all right,
ways
yeah,
if
get
you
away
will.
from that because he ain't got no power. You giving him everything.
Giving it to him and
So, yeah.
enjoying it. So I mean, so what do you think gonna happen when judgment comes, or when it's time? Because you don't know where God, what God has in mind
When he
for
coming.
You see, and you don't know what's gonna happen to you. So it's just best to have a sweet spirit.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever it happened, whatever happened, you know you were in good standards with God because you know how you lived and your life was with helping people, loving people. You weren't in there trying to take and destroy and, accumulate material stuff. You weren't in that. You were in giving, helping, loving. That's what God is about. And if you're not about that, then you're not about him.
In real life, she just said something like that. Man, Cox, you just said something. You had me, god dang, getting them little chill bumps again.
Praise the Lord.
He is the greatest person in the world. And I ain't never seen him. Look, unless I looked in the mirror, they say we are in the image of him. He's pretty handsome, if I say so myself.
Okay, but you feel it.
I feel him every day.
Okay.
These folks better start slipping on they pimping. These folks out here slipping. They up here. Yeah, I almost went to
They
say,
don't
yeah.
know. They
Yeah.
don't know, but this thing is real. God is real.
He's
And
amazing.
so he has shown you some way, somehow. You have seen his power. Whether you acknowledge it, realize it,
Look, Miss Cox, I done interviewed like 2 porn stars. Is that crazy?
Okay.
Cause it's like I just want to throw that in there, cause just like we talk about God. Like, what do you think about that?
A porn star.
Yeah.
Well, we make our choices, and then that's our choices. That's what we want to do. Then hey, more power to you.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you realize that you want to change, you change.
In real
You
life.
say, yeah, but it's on. It's on you. I don't put nobody down for what they do or what they live and how they live because we all go there. We don't know what reason why God got us doing this. It's a lesson in it to be learned.
Yeah.
That you can teach or tell somebody something that you have gone through and how you made it through. Just hey, more power to them.
That's amazing. That was the best way you could have ever said that.
Yeah, well, hey, we all have faults,
Yeah.
we all come short, but we live to tell the story.
Live to fight another day.
Yeah, and to help somebody because of what we went through.
Mm-hmm.
This is a lesson to learn so that you can teach the next generation.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to do this. You can do this and then another.
Yeah.
But if you feel you got to do this and you do this and you find out this ain't what you need to be doing, then you change.
This ain't what you want.
Yeah, so it's up to you.
Yeah.
What you want out of life and what are what is your goal? What is your purpose?
And hey, it's because I feel like they don't give people. I ain't gonna even talk about it. I don't even want to go that way. I don't want to go that way. I don't even want to go that way. They were like, you the one who interviewed the stripper.
Oh, ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, they people too.
Yeah, that what I be saying. Like, it is like, people have that saying, like, people be having that saying, like, you can learn something from anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Bring it on, bring everything, go find
And that's my whole thing though. I like just like just talk to people. Yeah.
We are human.
And these people right.
Nobody perfect.
Yep, nobody.
So don't look down your nose at nobody.
I never look down my nose at anybody.
No, lift them up.
I be trying to.
Help them,
Like, figure that.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing. People get into this little mindset, especially us, that they more are better than somebody.
They always do. They that's that nigga mentality. That's what I'm calling it. Can I call it nigga mentality? It's a nigga mentality.
See, and this is what I get so upset about because during the movement,
yeah,
during the 60s, we were united.
Yes.
That's how we moved things by being united.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now here it is. We have brought it from where we couldn't go to the sit on the bus. We couldn't drink at the water fountain. We couldn't eat at restaurants. We couldn't even go to Jack in the Box. We couldn't even be a waiter.
And Jack in the Box good.
Yeah, we couldn't even be a waiter in a restaurant. We couldn't even serve in the bank. We couldn't work in the bank. It was just so much we could not do
Yes.
when I was growing up.
Yes.
Okay, now the movement helped where we can do these things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're able to live in neighborhoods, go to whatever school, and do different things that was just, common things that you have privilege of doing now we could not do.
Yes.
You see, so the kids grew up doing these things that we could not do.
Mm.
Okay, so now we have gotten into that mental mind that I'm better than you because now I can do this and I have more than you.
Exactly.
Work.
The material, and that's what take people.
Forget about the united that we have.
Yeah, because boy, shit, I got this. Boy, I got this. Boy, yeah.
So upset. And that's why we are where we are today.
And that's my issue. That's my issue, right? That's my issues with the whole Black Lives Matter and everything like that. Like whenever everything first popped off, my biggest issue was you had people that I believe that throw stones and run out there, you know, portraying on the front lines. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they seen it for opportunity to benefit. So it's like, okay, y'all looking at, y'all been in the house, you know what I'm saying? Like, now y'all want to be out, now y'all see this. It's an opportunity, you know, that you can take advantage of. So it's like, and it's like, we're coming together. Like, I think it's going to take everybody, every ounce, every soul of every black person that's, you know, and I think it has to start from the top and calm down. You know what I'm saying? But I think it has to, it don't have to come down. It has to meet because it has to complete. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody needs to get there. It's going to take 100% effort from every black person that want that change. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, we can't get everybody. But they talking about Black Lives Matter. I just put everybody in it. But it's going to take from the top, and we got to just meet with it, like, and really be willing to lose. That's what people. That is people that don't want to lose and fight. Basically, fight. You know what I'm saying? Fight. And it's like it's people that ain't willing. It ain't. I know. I guarantee you, because ain't nothing 100%. That's what I'm saying. Like that's the messed up thing about numbers, because when you know, not that I know numbers, but I used to analyze. So when you know numbers, you tend to know that like things always in the averages and nothing is ever going to be 100%. So even not the. If we was to get 100,000 people, I still wouldn't even believe in them 100,000, because you got to know that, you know, when the fire get hot, some people run.
That's again, it comes from the mentality of slavery.
Yeah.
And so that's why I keep saying we got to deprogram and reprogram.
Mm-hmm.
And then it might not happen.
Do we treat it?
But we got to start with our
as we
young
try
people, a new mindset.
Yes.
See, and that's the generation that is going to change things. Because right now, the generations that we have right now, their mind is so corrupt, and so, you know, all my
just trying to get out
and all the selfishness. And I don't know what it's going to take to, and I don't think in my lifetime it's enough time to erase that. We got
to plan for the future.
But we can start with the young kids, and we can start with them by teaching and saying, you can do anything. You got all power, instead of saying, oh, black people ain't going to do this, and black people can't do that, and black people ain't going to stick together. But I grew up hearing that, and it just disturbed me every time I hear
in real life. They always tell me what I couldn't do either. I've been an underdog my whole life, and then based on that donation, we going to do like this right here. Never lose the hope. Stay dope. Don't let nobody ever tell you what you can't do. You can believe and be anything that you want to be in this life. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is the hard work and dedication to actually be that. You know, because nothing is ever built in a day. Rome wasn't, you know, that saying. You know, but nothing was ever built in a day, and who you want to be is not where you at right now. So you got to work to that. You know what I'm saying? And you would never want to jump right into where you want to be, because you would not have any understanding. What you need is understanding of what you're trying to get. You know what I'm saying? So whatever journey you find, whatever personal journey you're on, you got to understand it's a lot of tough times. You know what I'm saying? But it's nothing, the rocks or the stones, the whatever that you climb on. You feel me? All these obstacles and everything you see along your journey, those are things you climb on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't let these things beat you. You got to beat them. You know, and there's strategy in this life. You got to think about your next move and make it your best one. In real life, I am DG. I got Miss Cox with me, a legendary name. Boom.
Vineyard, but we got few workers. We got a few workers. And that's where everybody kind of, you know, those that are dedicated and want to make a difference, want to make a change, got to come together as one and organize this thing, because it's our younger generation is dependent upon what we do now. You know, that's how they're going to survive this world.
In real life.
Yeah. Want me to come with you?
All right, I'm just coming to unlock the doors and stuff.
Oh, okay.
You all right?
Okay.
Nah, you all right.